Hello, and welcome to my first stream of Baldur's Gate 3, now that it's out of early access. I've played it a fair amount in early access, but this is, yeah, I'm very excited. I had a poke at the character creation yesterday, and it's changed a lot, so I'm quite excited to poke it a bit more. We shall go with balanced. The cutscene, not cutscene, the loading screens have all changed as well, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Booker has come to join me while we play some games. Hello, sir. So this is... I can't remember whether this is the cutscene that everyone wants me not to watch, or whether it's the one after you start. I have a feeling it's this one. I have an eye squick. What? Why is your head wet? Booker's head is wet. I don't know why Booker's head is wet. Why is your head wet? It's very wet as well. What have you been doing? No, don't rub your wet head on me. No. You're wet. You're weird. You smell funny. What have you been doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking away. I'm not watching this. If you also have eyes quick, also look away and don't watch this. It's not pleasant. Every other time that I've played from the beginning, I've just skipped the scene. But I think for completionist's sake, I need to include it in the stream. Oh, look, your head's all wet. What have you been doing? Did you headbutt your breakfast? What's going on? What is going on? What have you done?
Who are you?
Anyway, I'm not going to go with tutorials, because I've played enough now that I think I'm good. So now we can play the other origin characters. I'm really excited to recruit her. I'm very gay, okay? She's awesome. I think this is going to be my second playthrough. Is going to be the Dark Urge, where you basically your background is a baddie who might want to try being a goodie. But I'm just going to go with base for once. Zizi wanted to play a tiefling, so I think I might go with a tiefling. I think I'm going to go with Zariel. I think decide am I going to play a bard. I like playing bards, I like playing druids, and I like playing barbarians. Those are my three favourite classes. I think I might go with a bard. Cantrips look good. Okay, I'm gonna be right back as my PA has just arrived, but I will just I'm back. Yes. Gonna decide what instrument. I like violin. Violin is cute. But background. I mean, a lot of the time you've kind of got to go for entertainer. Really. Acrobatics, deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion. Part of me wants not intimidation, but I also quite like intimidation. So I'll just go with that. Now, time to edit the appearance. One of the things I really love... Sorry. One of the things I really love about the way they've done this, while, like, the body shapes are kind of a bit dependent on gender, you can just go, no, this is going to be a female character just with a male body type. This is going to be a non-binary character with just like this body type. I think big strong is good. And then we've got scarring. Oh no, wait, we haven't done face yet. I think I'm gonna go with his face. Yeah, I like this. This is a good look. But the character creation has definitely changed, like, dramatically since early access. I like that scar. You can change maturity, so you can have a really old tiefling or a young one. Okay, good. Sorry about that. I'm back, mostly. So this used to be Who Do You Dream Of? And they used to be dressed in like silks and pretty things, but and now Guardian, which is fun. I kind of like the idea of my Guardian being a butch half-orc. Everyone is non-binary. Everyone. That's got, I think. We definitely need some, like, shocking body art going on. I like that. No, this one. Spikes. I like the spikes. There we go. We're definitely going for heterochromia, which is another thing. There's lots of really cool stuff going on. I actually forgotten that when I started playing, I'd set up last night when I was playing around. It asked if you wanted to include nudity. So I might have to go back and change that setting. But you can choose what genitalia your person has. And it's not tied to the body type, and it's not tied to the gender, which is another really cool thing. Like, I really appreciate the way that, like, quite a while ago, there was, like, this sort of general kind of, oh, you have to be male or female, and it's all tied to how you look. And then they changed it so it wasn't necessarily tied to how you look, and now they've included, like, and I played a little bit of the prologue and a little bit past that. And if you play a non-binary character, all of the NPCs refer to you as they and them. They don't, like, there's no awkwardness. Like with Sims 4, they introduced non-binary pronouns, and you can, like, put in your own pronouns. But they don't fix the rest of the language that's used. So you can be like, it'll be like they and them used in the place of he and him without changing any of the other words around it, so it doesn't look right. Whereas they've clearly done some work on the wording when it comes to this game, because it makes sense. Like, yeah, it works really well. Yeah. There are definitely still some, like, slight bugs, but that was kind of to be expected. They're not going to have any facial hair, I don't think. Oh, no. No. I'll be venture forth. I need to take a picture. Okay, I think it might be time to venture forth. I'm going to try really hard not to skip through the cutscenes and stuff, because that tends to be my... I'm like, I want to play, I don't want to watch a movie, I want to play a game. But to be fair, the artwork on these cutscenes and the work they do is really... It's nice. And it gives you a lot of context as well for stuff, because if you don't, you go from, like, character creation to you're in a crashed ship and you don't really see what happens. So if anyone's played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, this in theory follows on 100 years after Baldur's Gate 2, and it happens, it's like right after the events of the campaign of Descent into Avernus. I can never say that properly. I've played the beginning of that campaign. I haven't played very much of it. Oh, it's going bad. For all of those people. But yeah, like a city disappears. I need to play more of Send into Avernus. I need to play more D&D in general, because at the moment I'm running one game. I'm temporarily playing in another one. So I'd like to do more. Graphics in the cutscenes are just stunning though. I've been waiting for ages for, the final game to come out, but I've been playing in early access. I think I've got about 200 hours of the early access played. Because I really enjoy this game, even when it wasn't, full. So, they are in hell. I've poked around. There's quite a lot of Underdark stuff, or at least there was in the early access. So I can only imagine that there is still quite a lot of early access in the game itself. Slight glitch. It can't all be perfect yet. One thing I do appreciate is that if you press Alt, it lights up most of the things that you can investigate.
Dead. Good.
That'll light things up. Which I'm not the most attentive of people, so it's very useful for me to have it like that. But I do know there's stuff over here.
Very well.
So we can go over here.
Where the hells are we?
It's quite appropriate, given we are in hell.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Open up.
There are chests about, and I never like to leave anything unplundered. I can be a bit of a completionist at times. There are certain, like, in this space, the main things that have changed are they've sort of moved around the loot and stuff. So it's still pretty much it, but there's some minor changes. And they have changed. These are now called sphincters. And they don't just automatically open when you get close to them. The dead goblin is new.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Sure, that's not in any way.
Schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
I'm sure the goblins aren't foreshadowing or anything. Can you let me read? No.
Better not be cursed.
And these won't let you read either. I'm gonna pick them up and just see if that changes anything if I look at them in the inventory.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eye.
The Eldritch tablet that we've just read.
We are trapped.
It's totally not gross at all. Let's go talk to the brain.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return.
That is the one word.
Return.
That's one word that you never want to be associated with the brain. A quivering brain.
The enemy. So many enemies. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
We will investigate the brain. No. That is not a success.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
It's quivering. That's unusual. Let's see if I can gently prise the brain. There we go.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
No, we'll leave it.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. Us. We are us. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
A quick examination of the surroundings. Down we go. And out we go. This bit has changed, like, a lot. Because it used to be that you go all the way down there and it sort of walks you through how to jump and things like that. But they seem to have decided against any of that.
This is your end. Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
There must be something we can do.
Escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Briefly. Just gonna check something. Yes, give me a moment. Well, I've allowed that now. I guess I'm just allowing the nudity because I can't figure out where to turn it off. Well, okay. So first things first. Who's the closest? You're the closest. And now you're dead. That's fun.
Victory awaits.
You've not got enough movement.
no time to waste.
I can't even catch my breath.
Fiery bolt. There we go. The end.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Let's have a look.
Not bad for a first fight. I'm pretty sure I just searched you. Yeah, the star means that I haven't looked at them yet. There we go. You gotta make sure that you know, loot everything.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
You don't want to leave anything behind.
One day I'll catch a break.
Yeah, this all looks very different from early access. Even the map looks a little bit different to my eyes, like prettier. Autosave. Have a quick look at what we have got. Oh, I've got a rapier now. That's good. Those are fun. We've got some bits and bobs. Nothing fantastically exciting.
Touch nothing without
Aggression.
knowing its purpose.
Unleash.
Let's press the button we don't know. I like pressing buttons. Pressing buttons is fun.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first. Then you spy an empty socket.
We have to find something
Whatever
to
fits in that
socket.
socket must power this thing.
They do like their sphincters.
How many hosts are these gay infected?
What's hiding here?
I don't think I want to pick that up.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
There are just sort of like some of these changes that they've made are just like they're small but they're noticeable if you've played a lot of the early access stuff.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Damn it!
The console appears dormant.
Let's see how this goes. Yes, there we go.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head.
Ugh.
The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Time to will pod to open. A 3.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Don't like that.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. You feel her gratitude, but also guardedness. And above all, a will to survive.
Ah, my head. Trust me, I'll keep up. Shadowheart. One moment. It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Off we go.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
This is the first, like, big fight.
Brawl. Connect the nerves of the transformer. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves.
Nerves! We will connect.
Them.
We need to get out of here. Now.
Listen up! There! A miserable pile of secretion.
We just get as far as we can that way.
Another fight. Let's go.
So what are you gonna do? Can you reach?
On the move.
Good.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Have to keep going.
Pay attention!
There's a hat pit stench about you.
Take this shit, or Zariel will have your head.
On the move.
These boots have seen everything.
Hurry, before they strike.
In the sticks.
Make way.
On I go.
So
Shit
many
hits the ground, we're dead.
saved.
I've got one!
Parchment pallid villain.
Kill him, or your spine is mine.
On the move.
Moving.
Sometimes they can do really well. Sometimes they do not do really well. Not understand why it's fiery bolt.
Try me.
Before the more dragons come.
There we go.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Dragon. Dragons are cool. these loading pages are just so pretty.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Do I need a cure? This could go.
What's it here? Very well.
Shadowheart. They've moved Shadowheart around a lot. It's, but I think she's sort of set in her place now. So it used to be that you met her, you couldn't rescue her at all, and then you met her afterwards when she was banging against a door that we were about to come to, and it was you could rescue her, and then it was, and then they moved her completely from the door, so she was just unconscious.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship.
I should have used the Bard choice.
I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again.
Yeah.
For
I
freeing
think
me.
that's just got Tupperware.
It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod. But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Okay, time to continue
Breathe deep and move.
exploring. There's stuff all over the place. It doesn't highlight everything,
What's
but
inside?
it highlights everything that's like worth anything. You've got to have a hat, right?
More for me?
Now, this is one thing that they definitely didn't have like, they definitely didn't have any of this alchemy stuff in the early access. I'm 90% sure. Like, I played a fair amount of it. And there was no, like, you could still collect, like, some of the things, but I don't remember there being any alchemy.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
So that's going to be interesting. I can make a suspension of grass. I need one more, then I can. I think I'm going to enjoy this. Learning what potions I can make.
More of those wretched things.
Another barrel. I'm trying to figure out what I did differently, because when I was playing in the last night a little bit, I was actually able to
May the gods take you first.
aha.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
I'm gonna dash towards us. Except that one, which can't, because it's frightened. And very nearly dead. Probably gonna have a long rest before long. Are you already under Bardic Inspiration? You are. Okay. Nice, we have leveled up.
If the gods are watching me.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Something good here, I hope. With haste.
Alright, time to level up. What spell do I want to learn? Animal friendship, Bane, charm person, cure wounds, disguise self, verify, featherfall, destroyer, sleep, speak with animals, thunderwave. Squishy bard. We want that. The charisma caster, it shouldn't be a -3. We level up. The thing is, I never actually use Shield of Faith. But Sanctuary, on the other hand. You're going to make sure you do all of the looting you can do. Like, what's the point if you leave anything behind? I might do a quick what I've actually got check. We should probably give Shadowheart that. Letter say. That's sad. It is nice that they've done this because it means inventory management is so much easier to manage. Before it was just everything was just loose in your bag. That never goes well. As a LARPer that frequently goes around, it's just a loose bag of crap.
I'll take that. Anything of use?
To meet another companion who doesn't start things off on the best foot.
Brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Might still be time.
You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
I love traveling with Astarion. He's a lot of fun. Like, that's a nice big chunk of health. Some of them are a lot easier to level up than others. Now I know, because I've played this game many times, there is something underneath that rock.
Nice view.
Except everyone failed. Great. Okay, we'll go and find some more companions and see if they have better nature. That is one of the downsides of like a game when it's like you can't just look for stuff. It's based on rolls. It's what your character sees. There are times that you'd fully like it'll just be like, no, your character didn't see this thing, so you don't get the thing.
There, a mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
There is an interaction that you can have with this mind flayer. But my approach is always just what
Death is too good for it.
why would your character do anything other than shoot it from a distance? Which is arguably the safest thing for you to do. Like, why would you ever do anything other than just go, nope. This is not happening. So we want to go here, because there's goblins.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Something odd.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Slightly dangerous. I'm going to go for a break in about 5 minutes. And then I'll be back to continue this.
A hand? Anyone?
guidance. There we go. That's come out quite nice.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the North Lloyd as well.
This has changed a lot.
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. I was plummeting to certain death. I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not? No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. And it looks like we're both starved for answers. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. I have a feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
I already think I know what my eventual party's going to be, which is going to be Astarion, Shadowheart, and Karlach when we find her. But she's not going to turn up for a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go for a 20-minute break, and I'll be back soon. back. My food is taking slightly longer than I had expected, so I will be shoving mac and cheese bites to my face in a minute. So now we have a little gang of folk. Oh, I haven't leveled up Gale. Let's see. Oh, I always take magic missile because it's a good base. Burning Hands is a good, not quite AoE, but enough one.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zoru's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
And let the goblins have it? No. We take it to the grove. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I'm sure nothing could go wrong here.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Observe
Enough
and listen.
talking. Get me
You'll
down.
hear goblins before you see them.
As you say. The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful.
I have a feeling
She
they don't.
obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification. You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Have mac and cheese bites, which are the best food. Do we want to travel with her? See, I like to say yes just because I like to have them all with me, but also I kind of want to go for Tiefling. No.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
I've still got 2 Bardic Inspiration, 2 spell slots, and the
My
cantrips.
faith will guide me.
She's got all of her spell slots.
What now? Let me
He's got all of his
magic.
spell slots. We'll be fine.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Of course I want to be rich, but not if it'll get me killed. You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone. But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt? I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
This is knocking things off my table. It's always fun when you get a really high number.
Well, in that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
Why do you give a book? Everything all right out there?
Ooh. And for all of the bonuses.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
Who the hell's... You're dead!
Nothing important is ever easy.
Ha!
Best be on my way.
Go for the throat.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Fireball. There we go. What I am gonna do. Do I have a short sword? I do. Because then you can have the short sword in one hand and the dagger in his offhand.
Can't give up now. What path lies before me? Don't mind if
So
I
much
do.
food.
No more prayers. Only silence. Must be lonesome to be a forgotten god.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Let's see.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
Dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
going. Swift as my feet can carry me. Might be useful. Let's see what this does. Open up.
Should get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
In a bit. Calm down. Here we go.
Quietly now. Finally. Subtle approach.
Clear off! We got here first.
Just one minute. I need to concentrate. Down with you.
No fun at all. I venture forth.
Enjoy a bit of combat.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Focus. Onward.
Going on now.
Imperial duty.
Hells. I need to hold on. Hey, you! Behold! Elminster's Baldur!
That's macabre. Moving.
Good hamstring shot.
Let's finish this.
Breathe deep and
to do.
There we go.
Just a brief respite.
Time to loot.
Cursed to put my
I'm sure
hands on
there are
everything.
ways of...
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. There's no story. None that you're into.
Continue the looting.
What's inside? What's hiding here?
Oh.
Need to find a way forward. That's curious.
We know what that did. Because that's the door that they've been trying to break through and have failed so far. By doing so. Mac and cheese bites are truly the best food.
Bet that'll fit in my pack. This place wasn't built for the living.
Give all the books just in case. Alright, we want to go through this door first. But
Well, hello.
we also want to take the sneakiest guy.
Traps. How considerate. Be careful. There are traps about. Let's hope for gold.
There are so many traps
There are
everywhere.
traps about. An iron coin. I prefer gold. I'll take it.
Our first soul coin. You can see a button there. I'm from
Traps. How considerate.
Having played a lot of the early access, I have died in this room so many times that I now know a very quick way of dealing with it. It is regroup.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Here
And then we
go.
have our... So that's the door that leads... By the way, I should have... And that's the door that leads out. Booker is being chaotic behind me. Hello, sir. No, they're my
Mind
mac
my
and
step.
cheese bites. They're not for you.
Let's have a look.
Hello.
Armed scribes. But no sign of a struggle.
He wants my mac and cheese bites. He agrees they are the best of
I
food.
wonder what was so subversive about
It's
their
mine.
words that they commanded protection.
Mine.
No traps, please.
He's very grumpy. He would very much like my my mac and cheese bites. He's watching intently. He would like the mac and cheese.
Which way to the nearest lump?
Worked before. There we go. Maybe it's just the angle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Light on my feet. And it looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
Right, I've got too much stuff on me. So... There we go. Now what is this book?
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Oh dear. I'm going to use my inspiration. Let's see how it goes. There we go. That's what we wanted.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Oh! Genuinely surprising that I managed to get that.
Gods. These are the names of gods. Once lost, but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
People are inspired. It's good. It's good when you spend an inspiration and end up getting an inspiration in return.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. Didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Clearly people do.
That might be worth a look.
Let's press the button. I enjoy pressing buttons.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
On my way.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Pipe down! Thou roach-mocked jester!
May the dice roll in my favor. Onward.
Can't give up. Heading there. Down with you.
Many scribes. They used to sleep a lot, mostly on Gale, as the only human of the party.
way then, despite everything. One day, I'll catch a break.
I'm ready. Bleed for me.
Feel death's cold grip. A rough tempest I will raise. Step to it. Let's do it.
There we go.
Over here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Gone with the weave.
Seriously, they really like silence. They're a big fan of silencing people.
Where do I go from here?
It's problematic.
Need to find a way forward.
Shall we cut and run? Let's move.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
They're unthinking cadavers. I may as well feel sorry for a breadbasket.
These boots have seen everything. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
I'm sure there's some backstory or lore to this character, but I do not know it.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question?
Wilt I? Yes.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Let's take what's actually in there, another soul coin. And some other bits and bobs. Right. Now we're gonna leave the back way. You can, in theory, come in this way if you want to avoid all of the stuff here, isn't there? There is a skeleton. You always want to get as much as you can, really. Oh, dagger
Always room for more.
I can probably try making a potion now. So for that I need a sublimate. And I can make one of the sublimates. I can make a sublimate of Baldur. Which means I can make a potion of mind reading. Which is exciting. I've made my first potion. We're gonna have our other short rest.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
A little exploration more, but I am gonna have a long rest for my next.
What's that? I need a shovel to dig this up.
Oh, we need to find a shovel. I know where a shovel was. It may have moved. Because there's another dirt mound in the vicinity. And next to said dirt mound there was a shovel. Just need to remember where that dirt mound was. I think it was over here somewhere. Yes, there we go. Some things haven't changed, clearly. Some stuff has. I don't think really any of the experience of that, of the tomb and the crypt has changed.
Shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Now I'm digging. And there's a wooden chest. Nice. I think that was introduced in one of the more recent EA updates, was the dirt mounds. They kind of gives you benefit of having like a decent perception.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
I'll give it a shot.
Another wooden chest. Nice. Okay. We head up to here. We're gonna have our first long rest, where I had my first long rest last night on my other save.
Red meat.
I'm playing a half-drow druid.
Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
That one, they do, they change their outfits when you go for a long rest. And some of them are quite skimpy. Which I was not expecting, because unless that happened like from the last update, because I didn't really play after the last update. But yeah. Gale is dressed down a bit. Starion has dressed down a bit. Lae'zel is just wearing a leather bra.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche. A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Got it. There's so the camp that you stay in actually changes depending on where you are. Like, so this is when you're sort of in this specific bit of the wilds, and then if you have a long rest while you're like inside the crypt, it looks completely different. There's a lot of really cool differences. This is Gale's like actual space. Not sure whose space this is. It might just be mine. Where is she? Can't seem to locate Shadowheart. Where has she gone? There's Withers. Gale. There she is. Once again, she's dressed down substantially. There are boobs. I don't know whether this is because I selected the show nudity section.
What were you two talking about? I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel. She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that. Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
It's daytime now. It's in the traveler's chest. Oh. I'm sure they will come in handy at some point. And now, I'm gonna go over here and go to bed. You have to have like food on you to rest, which is kind of cool. There you go. We have all of our stuff back. And you say I'm going to leave camp now. I seem to have crashed. That's less than ideal. Well, I think the last autosave would have been... It's been a while since the last autosave. Oh, shit. I hope it did an autosave after I did my long rest. This is taking a long time. There we go. Right, let's open Steam back up. It's going to verify the installation, so it's going to take a little while to actually load. So I'm going to head off for the day. Yeah, thank you for watching. Quite an abrupt end to the stream. Boo. But I won't be around tomorrow, but I will hopefully play a little bit on Monday. We'll see how that goes. So thank you for watching, and yeah, it's a very fun game. You should check it out.